gentlemen, and welcome to Holden Field at Simsbury High School for today's soccer game between the Chieftains of Conard and our own Simsbury Trojans. Today's contest is a CCC divisional matchup. At this time, we'd like to introduce the starting lineup for Conard. In goal for the Chieftains, number 12, Brian Baker. Number 3, Stephen Espinal. Number 4, Captain Eamon Darcy. Number 11, Nelson Truong. Number 5, Matt Gufrida. Number 7, Captain Andre Rodriguez. Number 8, Sebastian Rengifo. Number 10, Captain Mateus Sousa. Number 27, Eric Ribeiro. Number 21, Lucas Bush. And number 23, Thomas Litchfield. The Chieftains enter the game with a record of 4-2 and are coached by Adam Linker, assisted by Steve Bassi, Alan Peterson, and Art Yepes. And now for your Simsbury Trojans. In goal, senior Peter Scanzo. At defense, senior captain number 17, Mason Burr. At defense, junior number 8, Jack Petrina. At defense, junior number 20, Pat Shea. At defense, junior number 14, Connor Roach. At midfield, junior number 23, Rich Olekna. At midfield, senior captain number 7, Sean Gaffney. At midfield, senior number 9, John Flynn. At midfield, junior number 19, Spencer Rouse. At forward, senior captain number 10, Jack Sullivan. And at forward, senior captain number 21, Keegan Rice. The Trojans enter the game with a record of 2-2 and are coached by Ed Lynch, assisted by Rob Thompson. At this time, we'd ask that you please stand, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the south end of the field for the playing of our national anthem. The officials for today's match are Timothy Brennan and Dave Ambrose. And a reminder to all in attendance that sportsmanship is the expectation. So please let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the fans be positive. Thank you and enjoy the game.
And welcome again to today's game here at Simsbury High School. Today the Simsbury High School Trojans will be taking on the Conard boys varsity soccer team, also known as the Chieftains. The Simsbury High School boys soccer team comes in with a record of 2-2-2. That's 2 wins, 2 ties, and 2 losses. And the Conard Chieftains come in with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. Right now the teams are getting ready to take to the field, get kicked off, and get underway. Looking right now, looking at just the records, just based off the records, Simsbury looks to be in probably a tough match this afternoon, going up against a team that's 4-2, obviously 2 games over 500. The Simsbury High School boys, last time we had a game here, they had a record of 2-0-1. And that was against New Britain. They actually lost, which put them to 2-1-1. And now they're 2-2-2. So obviously they haven't had a win in a little while. At least a week. I think last week we had a game on Tuesday. Today is Friday, September 27th. So about a week and a half ago was their last game here at home against New Britain, where they lost by a score of 1-0. They gave it everything they had and they could in that game, but ended up coming up 1 goal short, losing 1-0, as I said before. And they actually had a goal called back last game, which could have tied it up due to player interference with the goalkeeper. Simsbury takes the field. The Conard Chieftains take the field. Looks like Simsbury has the opening kick. We're waiting on the ref's whistle, and we're underway. Keegan Rice tries to kick the ball up the field to Sean Gaffney, but given straight away to the Chieftains. Centering pass to number 3, Stefan Espinal. He passes it up the field, looks for his player, and they got a runner up the sideline. He'll keep on carrying to the corner. Let's see if he can get it crossed in or get a corner kick. But Mason comes away with the ball. The center defender for Simsbury, one of their great players, one of their good players back there at defense. He was all around the field last game against New Britain. And again, he comes up big, stopping the play. Ball's changing possessions at midfield. Simsbury looks to possess the ball now. Passes it back to Shea Ralphs. To Patrick Shea. Excuse me. But given right back to Conard. They have plenty of time in the midfield. Looking to string together some passes and get in the attacking third to open the game up with a goal. Little step over move by number 10 there to get around through a few Simsbury defenders. But in the end loses out, but loses it right back to the Chieftains. A good through ball to number 8. Centers the pass, but cut out by Simsbury. Again, one right back by Conard. And they look to keep possession right outside the 18-yard box. Good trap. And here's an open shot, maybe for Conard, and it goes in right off the bat. Less than 2 minutes gone in the game, and Conard puts it in the back of the net. That was a simple through ball right over the defense by Conard, taken off the chest of number 23. That was, let's see, that's Thomas Litchfield. I believe it was. Trying to get a shot of his number right now. I believe it was Thomas Litchfield, but I can't really see his number. Yes, it was. Thomas Litchfield, number 23, who's originally listed as a defender, but obviously he's playing forward today. Either that or jerseys have been changed, we don't know. But he takes it right off the chest, settles it, and puts it in the back of the net. Very easy goal for Conard. And now Simsbury is down by a goal, 1-0 again. Just like they started against New Britain, giving up an early goal. So now they'll look to come back and even the score up. The Chieftains have a throw in, looking for somebody up the line. Settled by Chieftains. Centering pass, trying to get it up forward, but cut out by Mason Burr. He looks to get a pass up forward to number 10, co-captain Jack Sullivan, but can't get on the end of it. And it goes out for a Chieftain throw-in. Settled by Conard, but given away straight to Simsbury in the middle of the field. A couple of defenders around him. Passes it back. Good pass. Given right on through to number 19, Spencer Ralphs, but it goes out of bounds for a throw-in for Simsbury. Actually, a free kick, excuse me, for Simsbury. Right now, Keegan Rice taking up position just outside the 18-yard box. Somebody will try and get ahead on this and get it on goal. Oh, Gaffney actually tries to get on the end of that one. Sean Gaffney gets ahead on it, but it goes well wide. That's a kind of a short kick, and Sean Gaffney couldn't get it on goal. Conard with a goal kick. Now, last game, the Trojans were able to win the ball in the air most of the game, but couldn't get any goals. But on that goal kick, Conard wins out on that ball in the air. And the Chieftains win a free kick here. They try and take it fast, looking to get it up the field, trying to catch Simsbury off guard, but it's defended well by Simsbury. By number 14, Connor Roche clears it up the line. Now Jack Sullivan looks to win possession. Keegan Rice gets possession, but bad touch. Tries to touch to the middle, but a defender's right there. Again, won by Simsbury, but given right back, again, due to a heavy touch. Won back by Patrick Shea. Keegan Rice on the sideline with it. Gives to number 9. John Flynn gives it to the middle. There's Sean Gaffney, tries to center it, but can't get it to anybody. A lot of Simsbury's players are calling for a shot there, but nobody could get one off. And the Chieftains clear for a Trojan throw-in. Patrick Shea throws it into a wide open Spencer Ralphs, and he looks to center it. Good centering pass, good cross, but nobody there. Jack Sullivan was a little out of his reach. Could have been an easy goal right there if somebody could have gotten on the end of it, because the goalie was definitely out of position. But it ends up another goal kick for the Chieftains. Again, as I said, Simsbury was winning the ball in the air. Let's see if they can win this one. They get the first head on it, and they clear it out of bounds. Mason Burr didn't take any chance there with one of the Chieftains at full speed coming to take that ball. Would have been wide open on a breakaway. A good throw-in by the Chieftains, but a through ball goes straight to the Trojan goalkeeper, Peter Sconzo. Bad kick by Sconzo as he tries to get it up the field. Goes straight to the Chieftains, but given right back to the Trojans and then given right back again. Ball's going in between teams right now. Possession's changing rapidly. And the Chieftains settle down at midfield here. A through ball to number 8 for the Chieftains. He looks to keep possession and cross the ball in. Sean Gaffney there on defense. A good defense there by Sean Gaffney to get the ball out of bounds for a Chieftain throw-in. Number 8, Jack Petrina for the Chieftains, has been already showing his abilities on the sideline here to get down the field quick and look for a quick cross. Long throw into the middle. The Chieftains try half a bicycle to try and get it on goal, but it goes wide. Wasn't much of a threat there, as there are many defenders in between him and the goal. Goes out for a Trojan goal kick. Connor Roche takes the goal kick, but it goes straight out of bounds. And the Chieftains will have a throw-in. Chieftains win that throw-in on a 50-50 ball. Good through ball to number 8, Jack Petrina for the Chieftains, but won over by Simsbury. And we have a stoppage in play right here by the refs for something. I don't know what's called. Oh, injured player for Simsbury. Don't know exactly who that is, but Keegan Rice is standing over him right now. It might be, yes, it is a captain, Jack Sullivan, number 10. And it is actually an injury that occurred between him and one of his teammates trying to go for a throw-in. The most recent throw-in by the Chieftains. They ran into each other, and it looks like he has some sort of leg injury. He's being helped off right now by his teammates. Number 18 checks into the game for Simsbury to take Jack Sullivan's place. That's Ryan Giuliano. Giuliano was actually the one that had the goal last game that was called back due to interfering with the goalie. So he enters the game right now for Jack Sullivan, and hopefully Jack Sullivan can get, if it's an ankle, hopefully he can get it taped up and back in the game. But he does have a little bit of a limp. So it's a free ball right here for the Chieftains. And being sportsman-like players, they'll give it straight back to the Simsbury goalkeepers. Peter Sconzo gets the ball upfield. Keegan Rice can't settle it, though. Chieftains win possession. They look to keep possession, passing back. Simsbury steps up, wins the ball back. Pass back to Sean Gaffney on the sideline. He's got nobody forward, looks to go back with the ball. Won over by number 10 for the Chieftains, Mateus Souza. And now they look to get forward. And it eventually goes out of bounds for a Chieftains throw-in. Good defense by Simsbury, running through the ball right there. Dangerous play right there from the Simsbury goalkeeper as he calls for the ball but can't get to it. It was an open goal for a few seconds. Simsbury comes away with it. Ball goes out of bounds for a Chieftain throw-in. Once again, given to number 8, who wisely lets the ball run and go around the Simsbury defender. Bad positioning right there by the Simsbury defender. Needs to be between him and the goal. Long throw into the middle for Conard. But one out of the air by Simsbury. And Conard clears all the way back to their defense. Tries to keep possession. The ball is won over by Simsbury and goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Giuliano looks to get possession of the ball. Conard, however, wins it back. Clear up the field, back to the Conard defender. Simsbury wins it back, has a couple of men forward right here. See if they make a run. Sean Gaffney with the ball. Looks to make a move or give it to a teammate. Center shot on goal goes a little wide for number 19, Spencer Ralphs. It's a good try, though. Sometimes you have to take shots like that. And if you're a sure-footed striker, if you can put it on goal, you never know what's going to happen. However, it, in the end, turns into a Chieftain goal kick. Once again, Simsbury wins the ball in the air. And they settle with Patrick Shea on the sideline. But it's given right back and sent up for a through ball. It's straight back to the Simsbury goalkeeper, Peter Sconzo. Pass back to Sconzo. He clears the ball up the field. Given back to Conard, however. Headed out wide. And cleared up the field straight to the Conard goalkeeper. The kick by the goalkeeper goes out of bounds. Now we have two players checking in for Simsbury. Number 7, Sean Gaffney comes out. Number 24 and 5 come in for Simsbury. Steve Moretta's number 24 and number 5 is Kyle Robbins. And number 9 for Simsbury comes out, which is John Flynn. Ball's bouncing around between players right now. Simsbury wins possession with number 23, jockeying for the ball, still going back and forth. Number 8 is a good shielder of the ball. Tries a little step over move right there and wins a free kick. Once again, the Chieftains look to make quick work of it, take the free kick very, very fast, very rapidly, to try and catch the Simsbury defenders off guard. The ball goes out of bounds, but the ref is calling a free kick. Another free kick for the Chieftains. And this is halfway between the 18-yard box and midfield. More than likely, this kick will probably go into the 18 to try and get ahead on the end of it and go up 2-0. Kick's a little short. Mason Burr clears it. Ball switched fields, but cleared. Defended well by Simsbury. Mason Burr cleans up at the back, but given away to the Conard Chieftains. Right now, a lot of stabbing being done by Simsbury. Swiping for the ball and missing it. Keegan Rice, co-captain, carries the ball up the field, passes wide. Again, getting the ball back is Keegan Rice, but loses out to the defender. Wasn't strong enough there with the ball. Mason Burr mistraps, but gets the ball right back and gets it to his defender out wide. Patrick Shea settles the ball. Tries to get it to Keegan Rice, but kicks it right out of bounds. Right now, the Chieftains are winning 1-0 with 26.5 minutes to go in the first half. They look to add to that lead. Keeping possession of the ball is number 5, Matt Gufrida. And he throws the ball in, tries to get it long. Good defense by Simsbury. But again, Conard is keeping possession of the ball. If Simsbury clears the ball, they're getting it right back and keeping it on Simsbury's half of the field. Simsbury hasn't seen much of the ball, especially in the attacking third so far this game. Cut out by Simsbury in the defense. Long pass to Keegan Rice on the sideline. He looks to make a run down the sideline. Has no teammates up there with him, though. Now Giuliano is coming into the picture. He's coming in the middle. Keegan Rice still making a run, and it goes out for a corner kick. A Simsbury corner kick. The first of the game for Simsbury. Good run by Keegan Rice there. All the way from midfield to the other end and wins a corner kick for his team. It's about all he could do there, too, since nobody was there with him. And almost gets on the end of the corner kick there. Simsbury still with the ball. Passes back to Mason Burr. Makes a cut. Good pass. Now he has an open teammate on the sideline. Takes a shot, but straight to the keeper for the Chieftains. It was a good play right there. Good passing between Simsbury. Good opportunity for Simsbury to put the ball in the back of the net, but they can't do it. Take it straight to the goalkeeper. Once again, Simsbury is winning the ball in the air. Getting ahead on first is number 14, Connor Roche, and the ref is giving Simsbury a free kick for the Chieftain player, being a little too physical, climbing over the back of the Simsbury defender, trying to win the header. Connor Roche takes the free kick. Off the head of a Simsbury player, trying to get it into the middle. And a free kick awarded to Simsbury here, right outside the 18-yard box. Great opportunity for the Trojans here to even up this game 1-1. Right now they're losing 1-0 with 24 minutes left in the first half. Just outside the 18-yard box is number 19, Spencer Ralphs. He's calling Mason Burr up as well, co-captain. We'll see if Simsbury decides to shoot this on goal or try a quick pass and shot, a wall pass or something like that, or maybe try a deflection. Simsbury has 5 players in the box. The Chieftains have a wall set up, a 5-man wall, well, a 6-man wall with a Simsbury player inside the wall. Now he's on the outside. Big gap right in the middle of the wall, and the kick goes over the goalposts for a goal kick. Disappointing effort right there for Simsbury. Couldn't get a shot on goal. So a little bit of an opportunity wasted there. However, that comes from a couple of good opportunities by Simsbury recently, getting the ball in the attacking third of the Chieftains. Giuliano fights to keep the ball in bounds but can't do it. Goes out for a Conard throw-in. Once again cleared out of bounds for a Chieftain throw-in. Number 23, the goal scorer for the Chieftains, Thomas Litchfield, gets the ball in. It's straight to Simsbury. Pass back to keep possession. Simsbury looks to get the ball up the sideline. Pass back again. Patrick Shea looks to settle the ball. Gets it to Keegan Rice. Good header there by Patrick Shea. Keegan Rice again making a run up the sideline. Loses out though, but gets the ball right back. And passes back to his teammate Mason Burr. Ball switched to the other side of the field. One over, but one back by Simsbury. A little bit of a collision there. The Chieftains went out on a 50-50 ball. Now they look to make a run here. Good run down the sideline by the sub that just came in for the Chieftains. Number 14, he has an open shot right here. Puts it off the crossbar, off the post actually. And the ball bounced around a few times. A forward there for the Chieftains after it goes off the post for the Chieftains. Couldn't put it in the back of the net. Wide open goal. And number 8 for the Chieftain, Sebastian Rengifo could not put it in the back of the net. If he could have gotten any kind of touch on the ball, it would have been a 2-0 lead for the Chieftains. However, Simsbury stays down 1-0 with 21.5 minutes to go in the first half. Another scare for the Simsbury Trojans. Once again, the Chieftains look to make a run here. Cut out by Simsbury. John Flynn back in the game, wins the ball. Loses out to a faster defender. Pass forward, but cut out by Simsbury again. Now Simsbury looks to make a run here. Good step over. Goes through the legs and out of bounds for a Simsbury throw-in. Number 6 for Simsbury, Sam Kizivat, comes into the game for number 8, Jack Petrina. Chieftains making a run down the sideline. Cut out by Simsbury. Tries to keep it in bounds, but can't do it. Little controversy here as one of the Simsbury defenders thought he had a throw-in, but was not the case. Simsbury wins out in the end, clears the ball up the field. John Flynn gives it right back to the Chieftains. And now they look to make another run, maybe a shot, but cut out just in the nick of time by the Simsbury defenders. Mason Burr loses out. And in the end, Connor Roche comes to the rescue and clears it out of bounds. 50-50 ball won by Simsbury. Giuliano keeps possession. Passes back to Patrick Shea on the sideline. Little give and go by Patrick Shea there. Still has possession. Gives a through ball to John Flynn on the sideline. He looks to find one of his teammates, centers the pass. It's cleared back to Giuliano. Now Connor Roche looks to make a through ball to one of his teammates in the box, but can't keep it in bounds. Loses the ball over the end line and goes out of bounds for a Chieftain goal kick. Again, the Trojans are down to the Chieftains 1-0 with 18.5 minutes to go in the first half. Once again, giving up a very early goal in this game. Off a little bit of a fluke goal. Simsbury lets the ball go out of bounds wisely for a throw-in. John Flynn passes to the middle to Giuliani. Simsbury defender loses out to number 10. Matthias Souza, he passes to the middle to his teammate. Chieftains keep the ball inbound and go down the sideline, but he can't keep it in bounds as he tries to go around a defender. And we have a sub coming in. Jack Sullivan, who was the injured player earlier, is coming back in the game. He still has a little limp, but he seems to be good enough to go back into the game as he returns. Simsbury looks to center the ball, get it to Jack Sullivan. Cleared out wide to Patrick Shea. He tries to get the ball up to John Flynn. He keeps it in bounds. No, he does not keep it in bounds. Goes out for a Chieftain throw-in. One out in the end by the Chieftains. A through ball to the Chieftains, who is onside. Number 10, who's been a problem for Simsbury. Takes a shot on goal, goes off a defender out of bounds. A corner kick for Conard. Right now, number 10 for the Chieftains, Matthias Souza, is a problem for the Simsbury defense. He can keep the ball at his feet. Has a variety of different moves. Simsbury defense is having a huge problem trying to get the ball away from him. And Peter Sconzo comes out for Simsbury. Easily catches the ball. Looks for Jack Sullivan up the field. The ball's passed back to the goalkeeper for Conard. Almost misses it. Almost goes in the back of the net for Conard. Would have been an own goal. Luckily, the goalie's quick enough to get it back. Simsbury keeps possession, though, and loses out in the end. Handball awarded to the Chieftains as number 19, Spencer Ralphs, has the ball come up and hit him in the hand. Most of the time it's a play on, but if it gives an unfair advantage to the player, it would be called a handball. Or if you play the ball with your hand, it's a handball. However, if it just hits your hand, there's no clear advantage. Most of the time it's a play on. Patrick Shea gets it back. Spencer Ralphs. Ball passed behind Patrick Shea on the sideline. Simsbury tries to get a through ball through the defense. Good trap by number 6, Sam Kizavat. Now Spencer Ralphs loses out to the Chieftains. Number 27. and he ends up losing the ball out of bounds. Sean Gaffney and Keegan Rice return to the game. And Giuliano and Spencer Ralphs will get a break. Sam Kizavat looks to pick out Keegan Rice, it looks like right here. Keegan Rice making a run up the sideline. Gets ahead on it, but nobody is in the middle. There's Sean Gaffney, gets ahead on it. Cut out by Simsbury's Connor Roche. Patrick Shea gives out wide to number 23. It goes out for a Simsbury throw-in. Patrick Shea loses the ball. But it goes out for a Trojan throw-in. John Flynn tries to trap the ball but loses it. The Chieftains, Connor Roche wins it back for Simsbury. Patrick Shea clears the ball up the field. Keegan Rice settles at midfield. Making a run up the right sideline, but miscommunication between teammates there as Keegan Rice tries to get it to his teammate, but it deflects off a Chieftain player and it goes out for a Simsbury corner kick, the second of the game. We have a hurt player for the Chieftains right now as the trainer's walking over to him. And that occurred when Patrick Shea cleared the ball and his follow-through hit the shin of one of the Chieftains players. He's being attended to right now. He is walking, though. He should be okay. From the sounds of it, originally it sounded like it hit his shin guard. As we're waiting, John Flynn is going to be taking this goal kick for the Trojans. Keegan Rice, Patrick Shea, Sean Gaffney, Steve Moretta, and Jack Sullivan are all in the middle. All inside the 18-yard box, looking to see if they can get a header on this corner kick. Sean Gaffney's taking a position right in front of the goalkeeper, probably to block his view, or at least obstruct in some way without going against the rules. A low kick from John Flynn goes straight back to him, again for a corner kick. Cleared by the Chieftains, but again for a corner kick for John Flynn. He'll try again, probably try and get this ball a little higher in the air. Keegan Rice starting to make a run towards the middle. Off the head of a Chieftain player who was on the post of the goal. Cleared back to Jack O'Sullivan. Chieftains with good defense right here. Cleared away all the way back to Mason Burr. Mason Burr tries to switch fields. Cut out, though, by the Chieftains. John Flynn heads it straight to a Chieftain player. Patrick Shea steps up. Mason Burr tries to settle, but it goes straight to a Chieftain player. Mason Burr misplays the ball. Now the Chieftains have the ball inside the 18-yard box, but they can't do anything with it. One right back, centered to an open number 10. Matthias Sousa with a great scissor kick. Bounced around. The Chieftains can't get another shot on goal as the ref calls for a free kick for Simsbury. Excellent chance there for Matthias Sousa of the Chieftains. Again, he's their dangerous player, it seems like. The one with the yellow cleats there. Not the neon yellow, but the yellow cleats. He's had a few shots on goal. That one was a nice little scissor kick there. Jack Sullivan loses out to the defender. But it ends up in a Simsbury throw-in. Giuliano comes back into the game for Simsbury, and number 8, Jack Petrina. Petrina takes up his place in the defense. Giuliano back in the midfield. Giuliano with the ball now. Loses it to Matthias Sousa of the Chieftains. Possession still for the Chieftains. Nice through ball, header off of his teammate Sousa. He takes a shot here, goes straight to Peter Sconzo, the Simsbury keeper. One out of the air by the goal scorer, number 23, Thomas Litchfield, who is now playing defense. Simsbury keeper takes care of that one. Sconzo again looks to pick out one of his teammates. Sean Gaffney misplays the ball, misreads it, but gets it back. And now he has Keegan Rice going up the sideline. Mishandles the ball, can't settle it. Now he settles it and gets it back to his teammate, who gives it right away back to Conard. Patrick Shea clears the ball to the opposite field, out of bounds. Thomas Litchfield for Conard will take this throw in. His coach is telling him to do something specifically right now. Litchfield gets it in to Matthias Sousa, who's battling for the ball, and commits the foul against Simsbury. This will be a free kick for Connor Roche. Long kick to Sean Gaffney, wins the header. Giuliano keeps the ball. John Flynn up the sideline, loses out to 2 defenders, but straight to Rick Alekna. And the ball ends up in the Chieftain goalkeeper's hands. Brian Baker boots the ball up the field. Simsbury gets a head on it, tries to settle it down. Keegan Rice off his chest, back to Connor Roche. Another pass lifted over the defense. Played very well by the Chieftains defender, though. Their captain, number 4, Eamon Darcy. Through ball for the Chieftains here. Mason Burr pleading for offsides, but it is not given by the refs. But it goes into Sconzo's hands. Sconzo tries to get it to John Flynn. Ball bounces. Shielded by the Chieftains. Again, very, very well shielded by the Chieftains, but John Flynn wins out. It goes again one over by the Chieftains. Very well-weighted ball here by the Chieftains. Matthias Sousa looks to get it on his left, but can't get a good shot on goal. Maybe based off of that shot, the Simsbury High School Trojans should try and keep Matthias Sousa on his left foot. Based off of that shot, didn't look like he had much of one. He tries to take a shot with his right foot, but it goes wide and goes out for a Simsbury goal kick. A couple of subs coming in for both teams. Number 12 enters the game for Simsbury. Josh Cranfield, and he comes in for Jack Sullivan, who was the injured player earlier. And number 5 comes in for the Chieftains, Matt Gufrida. Jack Sullivan actually takes his captain's band off as he leaves the game. I don't know if that means that he's out of the game or if he's just frustrated. He's walking down the sideline right now. Connor Roche gets it off the head of his teammate, Josh Cranfield, who just entered the game. Cranfield settles the ball, tries to get it to Keegan Rice, cleared away by Conard. And Connor Roche clears it over for a Conard throw-in. Chieftains looking to keep possession here at midfield. They do get it forward to number 27, for the Chieftains, Eric Ribeiro. Out wide. One out in the end, but given right back to Matheus Sousa. Shot right here, chip pass. Very good shot by Matheus Sousa there as he tries to catch the goalkeeper off his line, but good stop there by Peter Sconzo for Simsbury. Matheus Sousa is definitely the dangerous player for the Chieftains. He's had many shots on goal already. Once again, Simsbury is down 1-0 with 5 minutes left in this first half. The Chieftains a record of 4-2. Simsbury with a record of 2-2. The Chieftains with 3 players on offense here have the ball cut out by Simsbury's captain and central defender Mason Burr. Good moves to get around Simsbury defender there. Tries to get it to Sousa but can't. Sousa plays a 1-2 with his player who ends up mishandling the ball, and it goes out for a goal kick. Number 15 and number 11 entering the game now for Simsbury. That's Chris Frola, number 15. And number 11 is Piers Lucker, coming in for Sean Gaffney and Keegan Rice. Connor Roche with a long kick. None of his players can get on the end of it, however. Ball one on the sideline, tries to center the ball, but the Chieftains are there. A leave ball. Sousa can't get on the end of that as he was in an offside position. Very wisely pulls up and doesn't play it. Gets the ball right back to Sousa after the throw in. Sousa again with the footwork, going down the sideline past 2 defenders, tries to get around a third and a fourth, but it goes off the 4th defender out of bounds for a corner kick for the Chieftains. Again, every time Sousa gets the ball, he does something good with the ball. Whether it's a shot on goal, getting an open shot for his teammate, or something. Oh, almost an open header from Matheus Sousa, to his teammate who can't get ahead on that ball. He was wide open for that header. If he could have gotten ahead on it, probably would have been 2-0 before the half. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. Once again, the Trojans are losing 1-0. Simsbury loses out. The ball goes out of bounds for a Chieftain throw-in. Actually, a free kick is given right on the end line, right on the touch line. They'll try and put this ball right into the 18-yard box. Good kick taken there. Patrick Shea gets on the end of it, gets ahead on it. Not cleared away out of danger yet. Matt Sousa can't get the ball. Cut out by number 15, Chris Frola. He looks to make a run up the sideline. Gets by 2 defenders. Now looks to take a shot, maybe. Takes a shot. Kind of a weak shot, though. Goes straight to the goalkeeper. Pretty easy for the keeper. However, good run by Chris Frola there. All the way up the field and gets a shot on goal. Simsbury wins the ball out of the air. Is number 8, Jack Petrina. Connor Roche looks to settle. He clears the ball up the field. Ticks off a Chieftain player. Given away by Simsbury. Number 11 for Simsbury gets the ball back. Josh Cranfield passes back to number 23. Connor Roche gets the ball. He clears all the way to Patrick Shea. Settles the ball. Gives a through ball to number 15, Chris Frola. He can't get over there. Ball deflects off of him straight to a Chieftain. Matthew Sousa for the Chieftain settles the ball. Passes back to his player. Mason Burr gets ahead on it. Patrick Shea tries to defend. Matt Sousa settles the ball at the midfield again. Once again, the Chieftains have the ball in the attacking third, right outside the 18-yard box. Shot taken and deflected wide. Good save there by the goalkeeper, Peter Sconzo. Once again, the Simsbury defense not stepping up in the attacking third, getting in the Chieftains' face, stepping up and putting pressure as there was an open shot for the Chieftains. Corner kick. Once again, the keeper comes out, can't get on the end of it. Balls are somewhere in the middle, but the Chieftains can't get a foot on it. And that's the horn for the half. Right now, at the half, the Simsbury Trojans are trailing, are losing to the Conard varsity soccer team, the Chieftains, 1-0. Getting ready to start the second half here at Simsbury High School. The Simsbury High Trojans right now are losing to the Chieftains of Conard High School, I guess. 1-0. The Chieftains had 7 or 8 shots on goal in the first half, 1 going in by Thomas Litchfield, and only 2 shots on goal for Simsbury as we get underway here in the second half. Matthew Sousa tries to win the ball for the Chieftains. Settled by the Chieftains, but cut out by Giuliano. Rick Olekna loses out. Matthew Sousa looks to keep possession. The best player for the Chieftains wins a free kick for the Chieftains there as he dribbles through 3 defenders. Comes away with a little bit of a limp, but he should be all right. The Chieftains had been taking free kicks pretty quickly, but in the attacking side of the field, they look to put the ball in the 18, and the ref calls offsides here against the Chieftains. Looks like either Matthias Sousa, or number 14, Kevin Yiggle, were offsides for the Chieftains. Connor Roche will take the kick inside the 18-yard box. Giuliano gets a little flick on to Keegan Rice, but he can't come down with the ball. Keeping possession is Spencer Ralphs. Back to Sean Gaffney, back to Jack Petrina, all the way back to Peter Sconzo for Simsbury. Tries to look for Giuliano. Keegan Rice can't get there. Keegan Rice putting a little pressure on the defense. Number 11, Nelson Truong, gets the ball. Back to his teammate, Sebastian Rengifo. Good defense by Simsbury, clears. And a free kick awarded to Simsbury. Connor Roche getting the spot of the ball just right as the ref directs him. One in the air by the Chieftains. Given right back to Simsbury in the middle. Rick Olekna picks out his teammate Jack Petrina on the sideline. He looks to cross it into Keegan Rice, but it goes straight to the Chieftain goalkeeper, Brian Baker. Brian Baker waits for his teammates to get up the field a little bit before he takes the kick, and then kicks it straight out of bounds. The Trojans have a throw-in. Giuliano can't get on the end of it, but once again given away by the Chieftains. It goes out of bounds for another Trojan throw-in. Jack Petrina gets it to Giuliano, who can't keep it in bounds. Tried to trap the ball and settle it at his feet, but could not do it. Giuliano takes the ball off of his thigh. And it goes out of bounds for a Chieftain throw-in. Jack Petrina with a good header to the middle there. Keegan Rice is right there along with Giuliano. Sean Gaffney wins a free kick for the Trojans as one of the Chieftain defenders was climbing on his back. Connor Roche will take the free kick, and he will definitely try and put this in the 18-yard box and get it on somebody's head. Keegan Rice, Giuliano, John Flynn, Sean Gaffney are all in the middle. Low kick, though. John Flynn keeps the ball, gets it out wide to Keegan Rice. Keegan Rice makes a move to get by the defender, but can't keep the ball. Through ball for the Chieftains. A play on here for the Chieftains as number 14, Kevin Yiggle, has the ball on the sideline, looks to put it inside the box. Matthias Sousa was right there, but good defense by Connor Roche to get ahead on that one. By either Connor Roche or Jack Petrina getting ahead on that one and keep it away from Matthias Sousa. Matthias Sousa was right there waiting to volley the ball right into the net. Once again, Simsbury was put on their heels, and a great attack by the Chieftains. Ball sails over Keegan Rice's head. Conard keeps the ball. Matthias Sousa keeps the ball on the sideline, keeps it from going out of bounds, passes to his teammate, a little give and go to Matthias Sousa. Settles the ball right on the end line, tries a rainbow around the defender, but can't get it done. Sean Gaffney clears the ball to the sideline towards John Flynn. Yiggle gets it inside the box, but Connor Roche is right there on defense. The Chieftain defender falls down, but another defender is right there to clear it out of bounds. John Flynn throws in to Giuliano, who settles it, gives back to Flynn. Mistrap there, goes straight back to Mason Burr. Header won by the Chieftains. Sean Gaffney settles. Passes back to Jack Petrina. Spencer Ralphs loses out to the Chieftains. Matthias Sousa with a mishandled ball there, which is kind of rare for him. Connor Roche passes back to Mason Burr. Out wide to Spencer Ralphs. And he gets it to Sean Gaffney right in the sideline. Tries to keep it in, but cannot do so. Goes out of bounds for a Chieftain throw-in. Free kick given to the Chieftains here. As you can see, this field is also used for the Simsbury High School Trojans football team. This kick will be on about the 32-yard line if you're playing football. Cleared out by Connor Roche for a Chieftain throw-in. A few subs coming in now for the Trojans and the Chieftains. Number 9 for the Chieftains, Danny Friedis comes in. And number 24 for the Trojans comes in, Steve Moretta. Yiggle settles the ball, tries to get it to his teammate. Headed away by Simsbury. Pass to no one, straight to John Flynn. He looks to make him run up the sideline. Has a defender on his back, shields the ball very well. Now he has 3 defenders, and an advantage probably should have been played for Simsbury there, as John Ralph was in on goal there, but the ref calls it back for a free kick on about the 15-yard line, which is about 6 yards outside the 18-yard box. Patrick Shea, Keegan Rice, Giuliano, Spencer Ralphs, Connor Roche, Jack Petrina all in the middle for Simsbury. John Flynn puts it well over everybody, straight out of bounds. Simsbury struggling to get shots on goal, to get anything going in the offensive end. First game against New Britain, they also struggled. Trying to find some kind of rhythm here in offense. The ball settled by Spencer Ralphs, given back to Mason Burr. Tries to get it to Keegan Rice, their center forward. Mason Burr with a header, heads it right out to Patrick Shea. Trying to get it forward to Keegan Rice. And a free kick awarded here to the Chieftains as one of their players goes to ground. Stefan Espinal gets it to his teammate. Tries to make a move but loses out. Spencer Ralph with the ball at midfield. Has a couple of players. One down the sideline, tries to go to him, but good defense by the Chieftains. Giuliano wins the ball back, but gives it right away to the Chieftains again, but given right back to Jack Petrina. Giuliano with the ball again in the middle. Passes to Rick Alekna. Now Patrick Shea back to Alekna. John Flynn back to Alekna, who's on the sideline. Keegan Rice gives to Keegan Rice. Keegan Rice has the ball on the sideline, deflected off of the Chieftain player, straight to Brian Baker, the Chieftain goalkeeper. Jack Petrina has the ball forward to his teammate, Steve Moretta, who tries to make a run up the sideline. Jack Petrina, cuts the ball out on the sideline, back to Moretta. Back to Spencer Ralphs. He tries to put on a move, but can't pull it off. Given right back to Patrick Shea, Simsbury High School defender. Jack Petrina with the ball, looks to put it into the middle. Keegan Rice gets it off his chest, but can't settle it well enough to get a shot on goal. Straight back to John Flynn on the sideline. He gets a shot off. Oh, and deflected off the goalkeeper. Great shot by John Flynn. That was the best shot we've seen so far by Simsbury. It was going into the goal and had to be stopped by Brian Baker of the Chieftains. Easily the best shot of the game so far for Simsbury. Now John Flynn is coming out of the game right now. And it looks like Spencer Ralphs will be taking the corner kick. He'll be taking it right-footed. He takes it short to number 5 for Simsbury, Kyle Robbins. The ball is switched fields, trying to get it to number 15, Chris Fuller, who just came into the game, but it goes out of bounds. The Chieftains take the throw in and end up giving it away to Giuliano. Back to Jack Petrina. Rick Alekna gives the ball up as well. And now the Chieftains look to make a run here. 3 attacking players, 4, 5 now joining the attack. Matthias Sousa on the sideline. Number 27 with the ball for the Chieftains now, bringing it out wide. Back to number 8. A good shot there by number 8 for the Chieftains, Sebastian Rengifo. Good step up by Jack Petrina to cut off that pass. Giuliano with the ball now, gives out wide to Patrick Shea. Shea dribbles the ball. Giuliano gets the ball back. Patrick Shea running through the ball right now. Keeps the ball at his feet. Given away by number 15, Chris Frulla. And it goes out of bounds off the Chieftains. Matt Gufrida looking to make his entrance into the game again, but he cannot since it's a Simsbury throw-in. Chieftains can't make a substitution on a Simsbury throw-in. The ref gives a free kick to the Chieftains. Matthias Sousa tries to get the ball up to the sideline to his teammate, but Patrick Shea cuts it out. Good ball across the field by Patrick Shea. Given to Steve Moretta. He makes a run down the sideline, still making a run. Tries to get it into the middle of the field. I can't tell if that deflected off a player or if it's a goal kick. Yeah, neither ref is making a call right now. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick, actually, for Simsbury. Spencer Ralphs will again take this kick. Again, right-footed. Chris Frulla, Steve Moretta in the middle, Patrick Shea. Chris Frulla has the ball. Connor Roche with the ball up top on the 18. Loses out to the defenders by the Chieftains. Peter Sconzo way out of his goal to play this ball. Has plenty of time. Now number 5 for Simsbury, Kyle Robbins has the ball. Deflects it off a Chieftains defender. Patrick Shea looking to take this throw in. Gets it into Chris Frulla, who cuts in front of his teammate to get ahead on that ball, given straight back to the Chieftains. Number 14, Kevin Yiggle, can't reach the ball before it goes out of bounds. On this turf, the ball just keeps rolling and rolling. It's hard to keep up with it, hard to catch up with it on this turf. Matthias Sousa looks to touch the ball to his teammate. Now he looks to settle it. Simsbury clears the ball up the field off the head of number 23, Rick Alekna. Mason Burr makes a move around a few players. Connor Roche now with the ball. Back to Mason Burr. Spencer Ralph settles in the middle. Giuliano now with the ball. Jack Moretta. Petrina, excuse me. Giuliano wins the ball back for Simsbury. Handball called for by Simsbury, and they are awarded the free kick off the handball by Chieftains defender Nelson Truong. Free kick is going to be taken by Connor Roche here. Steve Moretta, Patrick Shea, Chris Frulla, Giuliano all in the middle of the 18. Short kick here to Stephen Ralphs. Corner kick. It ends up in a corner kick for the Trojans. As Spencer Ralphs, puts it off the Chieftain defender. He will be taking this kick here. Right-footed, which will mean an outswinger on this corner kick since he's taking it right-footed. Short kick, easily defended by the Chieftains. Jack Petrina settles the ball for Simsbury, passes back to Mason Burr. But Mason Burr can't get to the ball before Yiggle for the Chieftains gets there. He tries to go around Burr, but eventually won over by Simsbury. Jack Petrina on the sideline with it, plenty of time. No pressure by the Chieftains. And given easily away by Spencer Ralphs. Matthias Sousa now settles the ball. Good defense there. Not taking a stab at Sousa as his great footwork. Now Yiggle with a little bit of a lane here, but good play by Sconzo to come out of his goal and pick up that ball. Sconzo is definitely aggressive coming off of his line. Sometimes maybe overly aggressive, as that's how the first goal was given away in this game, along with the goal last week against New Britain. A couple of little dinkers into the back of the net because Sconzo came out a little too early. Ball goes straight back to Brian Baker for the Chieftains. He gets it to his teammate on the sideline, pass to the middle to number 3. Now back to number 7 for the Chieftains. He looks to pick out one of his players. Matthias Sousa on the sideline up the field, and an offsides call as Matthias Sousa was offsides, maybe by a step. Conard Roche will take this free kick. A lot of the Simsbury forwards probably aren't far enough right now up the field. Chris Frulla looks to win the ball back. Giuliano wins out in the end. Given back to the Chieftains. Patrick Shea settles the ball to Rick Olekna. Given out wide. Straight to the defender for the Chieftains. And it goes out of bounds for a Chieftain throw-in. Coach Ed Lynch appealing to the ref for a free kick there, a foul, as he claims the Chieftain player didn't play the ball, but played the man. To no avail, though, as the Chieftain player looks to take a throw in here. A couple of subs being made by Simsbury. Ball goes all the way back to Mason Burr. And he kicks it out of bounds for another Chieftain throw-in. Throw-in goes down the sideline. Patrick Shea has the ball, but a free kick awarded to the Chieftains on the sideline. Looks like number 27 for the Chieftains, Eric Ribeiro, will be taking this free kick. He's going to take it left-footed, so this will be an in-swinger into the goal. Ball bounced off a few heads over to Matthias Sousa. Again with great control. Tries to go through a few defenders, but Jack Petrina's right there. Jack Petrina's had a tough assignment today against Matthias Sousa, but he's done fairly well. Giuliano passes over to Patrick Shea on the sideline. Back to Conard Roche in the middle. Spencer Rouse with the ball, passes back to Jack Petrina. Now Jack Petrina tries to get it to Keegan Rice, who might be open here, takes it off his chest. John Flynn takes a shot with his left foot and just barely goes wide right. Just barely. Unintentional pass off the chest of Keegan Rice, goes straight to John Flynn for a quick and easy shot for John Flynn, but it ends up going a little wide right. Simsbury still losing to the Chieftains of Conard, 1-0 with 18 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second half. John Flynn steps in front, but the Chieftains win out in the end. Ball on the sidelines for the Chieftains. Tries to get it up to Matthias Sousa. That is definitely who they are trying to go through throughout this game, is Matthias Sousa, their best player by far. Keegan Rice making a run up the sideline here. Gets past all the defenders, gets to the ball before it goes out of bounds, and goes out of bounds off the Chieftain defender. Great run by Keegan Rice there, showing his speed, and it results in another Simsbury corner kick. Spencer Rouse will be taking this corner kick as well. This time, since he's taking it from the left side of the field, this will be an in-swinger off his right foot. Ball comes in, off the head of Patrick Shea, into the back of the net. Great shot by Patrick Shea, wide open right in the middle of the field. Takes it right off his head, puts it straight into the back of the net. And Simsbury, the Trojans, have tied up this game 1-1 with 17 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. Great corner kick by Spencer Rouse. Puts it right on the head of Patrick Shea, the defender, and he puts it in the back of the net. Taking advantage of opportunities. Simsbury's had many corner kicks throughout this game, and at least 4 or 5 in the second half, and they finally convert on one of the corner kicks as one of their tall defenders, Patrick Shea, gets on the end of the corner kick and puts it in the back of the net off his head. A beautiful header right past the goalkeeper, Brian Baker. And they tie up this game 1-1 with about 17 minutes and 26 seconds left in this half. in the second half of this game. The Chieftains now kick off. After that goal, I'm sure this game will start kicking it up a notch in intensity, as both teams want to win this game, especially Simsbury, as their record is 2-2-2. But the Chieftains also want to win it, since they were up 1-0, and they have a record of 4-2. Keegan Rice putting some pressure on the defense there. Giuliano wins the ball, but it goes back to the Chieftains. Wide open in the middle now is the Chieftains. They get it on the outside to the goal scorer, Thomas Litchfield, who's again playing forward again. Was playing defense before. Now Matheus Sousa with some moves outside the 18-yard box. Gets it on the outside to number 8, Sebastian Rengifo. Looks to make a move, but Patrick Shea, the goal scorer right there, number 20. The defender puts it out over the touchline for a Chieftains throw-in. Now a long throw-in for number 5 here of the Chieftains, Matt Gufrida. This will go straight into the middle. The Chieftains look to go up 2-1. Looked like kind of an illegal throw-in as he took his foot off the ground. Shot taken by the Chieftains, but it goes wide by number 27, Eric Ribeiro. Actually, they're calling a deflection off the Simsbury player. And they're giving a corner kick to the Chieftains. So now the Chieftains look to go up again by 1 goal, as this game was just tied up. They look to score on their corner kick. Ball goes into the middle, bounces around a little bit, goes towards the goal. Taken off the line by Jack Petrino. Chieftains still have the ball though. Goes to Matheus Sousa. He gets it on the end, off his head into the net. All by himself on the far post. Simsbury just tied up this game 2 minutes ago, and now they give up. They concede again to the Chieftains, and Matt Sousa finally comes through for the Chieftains after many shots on goal with a free header on the back post. Heads it from the back post across the goalie straight into the side of the net. And now the Chieftains go up 2-1 over the Trojans. 15 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second half. So just like that, Simsbury goes up with 17.5 minutes to go in the game. Or it doesn't go up, they tie the game 1-1. And now they go right back down 2 minutes later to the Chieftains, conceding a goal to Matheus Sousa. Good move there by Conor Roche and John Flynn. Conor Roche can't settle the ball. Mason Burr caught back. And now Litchfield scored the first goal for the Chieftain, looks to make a run. Mason Burr comes back though. Looks to make his own run up the sideline. Tries to run through but can't keep the ball. Now Eric Ribeiro gets the ball back to his player, his teammate Andre Rodriguez. All the way down the field to Peter Sconzo. Nothing Sconzo could have done in that last goal. He was in the right position, but great header by Matheus Sousa. Conor Roche clears out wide to Patrick Shea, and Patrick Shea clears up the field. John Flynn looks to make a run, but easily headed away by the Chieftains. Right to Keegan Rice. Keeps the ball, looks to make a run right up the middle. He does. Tries to make a through ball to Sean Gaffney. Goes a little wide of Gaffney, but Gaffney gets on the end of it. Keeps it in bounds. He has a player behind him, Jack Petrina. He looks to get it into Keegan Rice, but a misplay of the ball. And it goes straight to the Chieftains. Matheus Sousa now with the ball at midfield. Tries to make a through ball pass to Litchfield. Straight to Mason Burr and Patrick Shea. Patrick Shea and Conor Roche are back. A 2-on-3 here for the Chieftains as some Simsbury defenders coming back into the play. And the Chieftains are awarded a throw-in. Sub being made by the Chieftains. Yiggle is coming back into the game for the Chieftains. And taking out goal scorer Thomas Litchfield. Yiggle comes in at attacking probably the right striker, it looks like, for the Chieftains. That's where he's been playing most of the game, at least. Yiggle now with a free header, puts it on goal, but Sconzo's right there. John Flynn tries to get the ball settled. Simsbury settles the ball at midfield. Pass to the middle to Giuliano. And a free kick awarded to Simsbury as some feet got tangled there between Souza and Giuliano. Ball cleared up the field. Brian Baker almost misplays it as he started taking a step in, but quickly adjusts and catches the ball for an easy play. Conor Roche with the head, heads it wide and clear and out of bounds. Conard now with a throw in. Chieftains again are looking to add to their lead, their 2-1 lead over the Trojans with just over 12 minutes to go here in the second half. Matheus Sousa settles the ball, now tries to go around Mason Burr, looks to take a shot and just gets under it a little bit. That's an understatement. Gets under it quite a bit as it goes over the goalposts. Conor Roche taking the goal kick here. Flicked on by Spencer Ralphs. Spencer Ralphs. Patrick Shea now settles the ball for Simsbury. Gives it to the middle to Giuliano. Giuliano gives back to Shea. Shea passes back to Rick Olekna. Back to Mason Burr. Roche now with the ball. Loses out to Matheus Sousa. Sousa again with the ball. Gives back to number 27, Eric Ribeiro. Header on goal by Yiggle. But it goes to Sousa. Makes it a little difficult on Sousa to make that save. But in the end, a fairly easy save for Scanzo. Chieftains win the ball and it goes out of bounds for a Simsbury throw-in. Giuliano's taking the throw-in. Looks to get it forward to Keegan Rice. Keegan flicks the ball on forward. Tries to get it to John Flynn. Rick Olekna gives out wide to Sean Gaffney. Gaffney gives back to Petrino. Petrino again with the ball. Gives to the middle. Gives it away to Yiggle. Now again to Matheus Sousa, the one who just scored the goal to go put the Chieftains up 2-1. Takes another shot on goal. And it goes in. Goes in off the post and into the back of the net. Sousa with a beautiful touch goal right there. Peter Scanzo didn't even make a move, the Simsbury goalkeeper. He thought it was going wide the whole time and watches it go into the back of the net. The Chieftains increased their lead 3-1 over the Simsbury Trojans. Matheus Sousa with his second goal of the game. And now for sure he'll try for a hat trick in this game. Keegan Rice gives back to Jack Petrino. Sean Gaffney gives the ball away to the Chieftains. Clears it up the field and they easily clear the ball back. And Patrick Shea will take the throw in right here. Gets it into Keegan Rice and a defender cuts in front. And it looks like there's a free kick going to be given to Simsbury as number 6, Sam Kizavat, comes in for Simsbury, replacing Conor Roche. Great night for soccer this afternoon as this ball goes into the 18-yard box and easily headed away by the Chieftains, straight to Matt Sousa, who flicks it right over the head of a defender and keeps the run going. Gives the ball out wide to Yiggle. He looks to make a little move here. Sousa again deflects off of Chris Frula. Or excuse me, not Chris Frula. That'd be number 6, Seven Kizavat, who just came into the game. Good defense by him getting back as he was the lone defender for a little while. Thomas Litchfield throws the ball into Matheus Sousa. Handball off the hand of Spencer Ralphs. Easy call for the refs right there. Just outside the 18-yard box. Just outside. Now Eric Ribeiro asking for 10 yards from the ref for the Simsbury wall to be set up. Ribeiro might take a shot here on goal. Oh! Easy goal right there, as nobody gets in front of Matheus Sousa, and that gives him a hat trick for this game. Matheus Sousa with a hat trick. Puts the Chieftains up 4-1 with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in this game. Way too easy. Bad defending right there by Simsbury, as nobody steps in front of Matheus Sousa on that free kick. Assist going to Eric Ribeiro. Ribeiro just took the free kick, passed it straight to Matheus Sousa, and he put it in the back of the net. Now Eric Ribeiro, who just had the assist, comes off the field, making way for number 21, Lucas Bush, for Conard High School. Jack Petrina gives the ball in the middle, all the way over to Patrick Shea. Shea to Spencer Ralphs. Over to Josh Cranfield. Cranfield gets the ball back. Now a free kick awarded to Simsbury right on the sideline. Simsbury has to score right here in order to have a shot coming back in this game. Quick kick taken. Goes all the way to Jack Petrina. He has a free header. Almost goes in. Brian Baker, the goalkeeper for the Chieftains, gets a hand on it, puts it off and over the crossbar, and it goes out of bounds for a Simsbury corner kick. Very close to a very weird header going in for Jack Petrina. But good try and good save by Brian Baker. Now Mike Hessian for the Trojans will take this free kick. Going to take it right-footed, so this will be an outswinger from the goal. Chips it in off the head of number 12, Josh Cranfield, but can't get it on goal. Patrick Shea keeps the ball, but can't keep it in bounds. Will be a Chieftains throw-in. Thomas Litchfield throws the ball straight to Simsbury, but Yiggle wins out, gets it to Matheus Sousa. Great move by Matheus Sousa to go around the defender. Now he tries too many fancy footwork moves and loses out, but gets it back to his teammate. Free kick awarded to Simsbury here. Right at about midfield, about the 45-yard line on the football field. The yellow lines on the field are actually the soccer lines that you can notice on your TV. Obviously the white lines with all the numbers on there, those are the football lines. Now they have the right 45-yard line. Patrick Shea looks to get the ball all the way up the field, but headed away by the Chieftains. Now Yiggle looks to settle the ball. And now showing off a little bit is Yiggle and the Chieftains, as they're up by 3 goals here. 4-1 over the Trojans with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. Now 3 subs made by Simsbury, number 13, number 16, and number 28. Number 13 for Simsbury is Brian Mayer. Number 16, Corey Fisher. And number 28 is Pete Williams. As obviously Ed Lynch is kind of throwing in the towel on this game and trying to get some of his subs some minutes, get some experience against some good players here for the Chieftains. Matheus Sousa now with more footwork on the sideline with 2 defenders on him. Defenders are doing a good job just staying there in front of him instead of stabbing and letting Sousa go around him. And that's what happens when you stay in front. He'll make a mistake and give the ball away. Good defense by Simsbury. Goes out of bounds off the Chieftains for a Simsbury throw-in. Ball goes past the Chieftain defender, Thomas Litchfield. He keeps it in bounds. And the Chieftains get on the end of it. Yiggle now looking to make a run down the sideline. Keeps the ball. Passed a little too far in front, but gets on the end of it. Gets it in the middle to a Chieftain player, but couldn't get anything on the shot. As number 16, David Walsh. David Sparks for Simsbury tries to win the ball, but loses out in the end. Now number 1, Christian Connolly, loses out to the Chieftain forward, passes into Matthias Sousa, looks for his 4th goal, but good save by Peter Sconzo, and Yiggle with the rebound puts it off the crossbar, and it ends up, results in a goal kick. Now the Chieftains are making their subs as this game is out of reach for the Trojans. Losing right now 4-1 with just over 3 minutes to go in this game. And Matthias Sousa with the hat trick comes off the field, number 10 for the Chieftains. Great game for him. Obviously their best player. Did well for them all night, kept possession of the ball, got around defenders, made good passes, had 3 goals, the hat trick. Now gets a well-deserved rest. Chieftains again with possession of the ball. Ball given, but can't, number 17 for the Chieftains can't get on the end of that pass. Ryan May can't get there. Off the pass from number 21, Lucas Bush. A little too much on that one. Now number 25 for Simsbury, Nick Teft comes into the game, replacing David Sparks. Possession going back and forth now between Simsbury and the Chieftains. Handball awarded to the Chieftains right at midfield. Chieftains now with a little possession here. Taken away by Josh Cranfield. It goes off of a Chieftains player for a Simsbury throw-in. Passes in to number 22, John Pulley, who gets it back to his teammate, but loses out in the end. A good step up by number 13, Brian Mayer. Now Mike Hessian has the ball, passes back to his teammate. Ball goes into the middle. Settled down by Josh Cranfield. Passes out wide to Mike Hessian. And a free kick awarded to Mike Hessian. Free kick is given straight to the Chieftains, but won back by Simsbury and given straight back to the Chieftains. Now a free run here, but it looks like the goalkeeper for Simsbury will get there, Peter Sconzo. Clears the ball outfield with just about 15 seconds left in the game. Chieftains will come away with this win, 4-1 over Simsbury, but for a second, in the second half, at about 17 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, Simsbury tied up the game 1-1, but then 2 minutes later concedes to Matthias Sousa for a 2-1 lead, and then Matthias Sousa goes on to give up, or to get 2 more goals and get his hat trick, as the Chieftains of Conard High School come away with the victory against the Simsbury High School Trojans, 4-1.